Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the third day Battle of the Continental Leagues. We're your hosts, Dojin.
And High Flyer 15.
Oh yeah! In the first battle we saw Virtus Pro take the first game against Navi. It's the first battle that Navi have lost this tournament. In 3 days, this is their first battle they've lost. Wow. So out of 15, they've lost 1.
Yep.
So they did well. But unfortunately, Navi then went and just destroyed them. Took them apart and made them their playthings.
Yeah, sadly.
Really
we thought it was things to come, but it was just a small... They tripped a little bit and then came back strong with 4 games in a row.
Indeed. But it doesn't look too bad for EU. Let's go to the scores and have a look. We have 11 versus 14. That's not so bad, okay? It's not so bad. So next, Mousesports have the chance to be the top providers, the breadwinners of EU. If they win against Rox.KIS, which is coming up at any moment now, they will be earning the most points for EU and kind of like supporting them. Kind of like that.
Kind of like?
Kind of like supporting them.
They
you
will.
know, breadwinning. Breadwinning.
Yeah.
But then Dignitas is also expecting a good performance. If we look at the schedule, what have we got for today?
Well, next up we have Mousesports versus Rox.KIS, which we're waiting at right now. But then at 7 o'clock we have Dragonborns versus A Gaming. And then we have Team Dignitas versus New Star at 8.
So we do expect, again, if you go for statistics, we do expect the end of day 3 to also be a draw.
Yes.
So we're going to need the end of day 4 to know the result. Anyway, so we are on a 10-minute delay, as you guys know. And let's go into the first battle.
Yes, let's. And it is on Himmelsdorf. And, well, we are seeing one traditional lineup and then one, let's just go with AMX 5100s and IS3s. And, well, first up we have Mousesports. Want to introduce them?
Go!
Snip, Butcher, E-Alienx, Carmen, Puzzling, Christopher, and X-Peter.
Woo! EU, go EU! Anyway, on the other side, we have the Russian team, Rox.KIS. And that is Digital Rush, Rush, FNB, Murazora, Nuclear, Nugri, Rox, and Ich tu dir weh.
Ich tue die weh. That's his name.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, yep, we're seeing the standard lineup by by Rox.KIS, and we are seeing the T1 going up the hill, but no. Oh, Rox.KIS, yeah, and we can't see if their T1 is going up the hill. I'm looking at Mousesports. Woohoo!
Well, we're allowed a single mistake, and there you go. Wrong spawns, apparently.
Wrong spawns? Okay.
Question marks go out.
Well, yeah.
Garage, question mark. People aren't sure what to do. Everyone is frozen here on mouse. Yep. So everyone's going to the garage here.
Weird.
Wrong spawn. Wrong spawns. Yeah. I think what happened, the referee disappeared because there was a 10-minute delay where no one could get any answer out of the referee. We're waiting for 2 invites for players. That's why the delay happened. And then obviously she rushed back, invited the 2 players, and then just hit the go button and didn't check the spawns. So we're going to have a restart. The north spawn is going to be mouse. And yeah, with 3 AMX 5100s, they're going to lose the hill. They can't compete the hill. So we do expect them to instead go for the, mainland or the west.
Yeah, but as we saw, we got a little sneak peek at what they were thinking. They just spread out. Like, weird, because
Mouse did that last time.
Yeah, spread out has been the recipe for disaster these last couple of days, and no one has ever won while just splitting up, because sticking together with autoloaders is of course the best thing. So gonna see if they do that again.
Yeah, the battle should restart very quickly because there's no repicking or anything like that happening. It literally is switch to the sides, hit the go button. So I expect that to launch very quickly. But Nurigri is dragging his feet probably to get some... so is that Nurigri or is that the other one? Yeah, it is. He's dragging his feet. He's the captain, you see, of Rox.KIS, and he's clearly using this time to talk to his teammates. A bit cheeky, I would say. I hope the referee encourages him to speed up like now, because that's a bit unfair. Anyway, so Himmelsdorf expecting There's three main places the battle takes place: center, east, or west. Sounds very logical, but in Himmelsdorf it's very structured. You either get a push, heavy push of basically all your tanks down the west, or you get like a mixed push between the hill and the center, and that would be the banana alley. Or you get like a long drawn out firefight over the middle by the IS-3s, with the hill being taken, and often like, you know, sniping from T-69s from the hill and stuff. So I kind of expect that from Rox.KIS, but obviously not Mouse.
No, because yep, they don't have a T-69. They don't have any tanks with gun depression on their team, not even the T1s. So they won't be able to compete whatsoever on the hill.
No. Nope.
Nope, but we are back in the game. And,
game number one between Mousesports and Rox.KIS, and basically Mousesports have no choice but to win this. I think that if Mousesports lose this battle, EU are done for day 3. They're going to be behind at the end of the day.
Yes, they will be. And well, for Mousesport we have Snip, Butcher, EALNX, Carmen, Puzzling, Christopher, and X Peter.
And for Rox.KIS, Digital Rush, FNB, Murazora, Nuclear, Nurigri, Roxas, and Ikturdive.
Ikturdive.
Yeah, exactly. I can remember the name now purely by the song. Listen to more Rammstein and you'll get what we're singing. In fact, was that song on during the break? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. No. That was the other one.
We should add it to it.
Can't remember that one. Yeah.
Hugfish, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes it was. But yeah, we are seeing what you said exactly with if you choose the west, you choose the west.
Yeah.
You don't just go half-assed on the west. And we are seeing every single tank going west, apart from one T1, keeping the hill clear of any quick rushes.
Gives them any notification. If you notice here, the T1 will give them any notification of any pushes onto the cap circle for any quick caps. So they've got to know that. If they didn't know that, then they would be easily cap counted. In fact, Rush, now they did the best countered push like this. In fact, against Mousesports, what they did, they pushed, was it against Mousesports? I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, and they pushed down here into the, and took the cap circle completely. So it literally went from 0 to 3 cappers within half a second.
Yeah, that was crazy to see. They did a really nice ninja maneuver by just going through the middle, and they were not the middle, but three line.
For example, like that.
Yeah, and just completely, nobody saw them. Nobody got spotted.
Nope.
So Mousesport were.
They thought they were because they had Dr. No, it was definitely Dragon Bonds because they had Dr. Tura in here from Dragon Bonds, and they had the rest of the team spread out over here. So they came up the alley of 3 and then went into the base. But we do have Roxas staying alive, and I feel that this is a mistake by Mouse. They feel like they can obviously retreat if something happens because they are letting themselves be revealed, and they're letting the time is going by where they would have had an advantage from rushing, which they obviously haven't got.
Yeah, pretty sure some of them got spotted by Roxas. Christopher moved up just to get the proximity scouting on him, so they know exactly where he is all the time. And he won't just be peeking out to take any quick spottings on them. So, oh, he's peeking out. No, he's not. Just teasing a little bit. But nothing else happening. There was so many things you could see now that they are wasting some. Mousesport is wasting a lot of time on the western side here. Anything could have happened on the right side by now. A push to the cap, and then they could have protected the entrance to the cap from any single position, and cap with 2 people, the T1s, or the one T1 and then T69 maybe, and anything else could just be peeking out at B3 and peeking down the line at B5, C5 and stuff like that, so they couldn't get past and into the cap zone before it was too late. So this is really a waste of time, and I'm really interested in knowing what Rox.KIS is doing. But we will never know until it pops out in our faces.
Indeed, indeed. We're waiting for something to happen now from these teams. Mouse are obviously knowing the pressure is on for them. They know that they're kind of like EU's last chance. Dignitas have got an easier game. New Star, although we're rated second, because of their lineup change, have kind of been dropped to like expected to be the weakest team performing today. So if you assume from the way that Dragon Balls have been performing... Oh, wait a minute. The T1 on the far side, X Peter, has been spotted and is fighting against the German named Ikturdive. and is trying to survive. Shut up! I'm not. I have no background in German pronunciation.
That's the fun part. But yeah. So now, well, they still don't know anything about where anyone is, but
Elinex gets fed up with this camping, goes forward and unloads into Rox.KIS, taking him down. But that is probably the worst choice they could have picked for doing that, because he now has a 60-second reload if he wants to be fully armed. But on the other side, we do see the push there from Rox.KIS from the hill. Leading the way back, though, is Snip, trying to get back before Nurigri is into position. Will he get there? The answer is no, so he's going to have to stay on this corner to make sure that he can kill that T1, but that means 2 of the shots from the AMX 5100s are going to go on T1s.
Yep. We're seeing... Oh, someone was spotted the IS-3 by Borora, and Nuclear spotted as well in the middle, just keeping that position. And Alienx is very much out of position. He could have been in a lot of trouble there, but no shots are
still
fired.
can be, but he's going around for Nuclear. Nuclear is there with FNB, and Alienx is in a totally... But you called it, sir. He's in such a bad position. I expect him to die within the next 3 seconds. 2, 1... Oh, so close. He's down to 103 HP. He's very lucky there, but Nuclear goes around the corner and finishes him off. That was a terrible position choice from Alienx.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of shots going into the ground here. We saw both Butcher and Carmen shooting into the ground while trying to aim at Nuclear. So I have no idea what they're thinking right now, because...
Rigo, though, getting a shot on the side of Carmen. The answer is... Nope. Panuriki actually gets one back in his face because Carmen got a hit onto him. However, there's so much punishment going up from FNB onto Carmen. Snip is now moving in as fast as he can. Look how spread out Mousesports are. This is disastrous for them. But look at this ambush from Snip. First shot goes out. Second shot goes out. He's now within 1 shot. Can Carmen kill him? Yes, yes, but not before going down to 4 HP himself. That's really lucky there for Mousesports. They needed that. Carmen needs to stay alive now because this is very dangerous for him. And Christopher is still able to spot... Oh, snap! And Carmen goes down for an unseen enemy. Their Mousesports now needing to reload their AMX 5100s. They got 60 seconds for that. They still have Puzzling though at max HP. Where's Puzzling really been?
Puzzling, yeah. Where, what has he been doing? I have no idea. He drove around the map. He went through the cap zone, went to the T69, but T69 was already leaving Nurigri. He was already leaving the part where he got spotted. And oh, Ichtodive got taken down by Butcher, by a ram, straight into his side. Pushed
Something you missed there, sir, though. Snip just got totally outplayed by Digital Rush. Digital Rush killed him without taking any damage. And they were at the same HP at the start of the conflict, both of them, man.
Ouch.
They exchanged shots, but they just couldn't connect. But there we go. Murazara goes down from Puzzling. So it's, you know, quite close because FNB... Oh, wait, FNB might have full ammo. The gunner is dead, and he is tracked, but he does have Butcher trying to protect him. One more shot from Butcher could kill him. He needs to stay alive. They can't lose either of these tanks. The answer is no. FNB does get the kill. It does seem like the AMX 5100 drivers here from Rox.KIS are performing just a little bit better than the guys here from Mousesports, because Digital Rush now is coming in to kill out Puzzling. Puzzling, though, managed to absorb one of the shots, but he's not going to absorb the next one. There's no way on hell. There he is. He gets taken out. If Digital Rush lost his one-on-one against Snip, he might have won that. In fact, 2 things happened that were critical there. Alienx died without doing much, and so did Snip. If either Alienx or Snip didn't play so badly, that would have been so close. In fact, it looks like it's in the favour of Mousesports.
Yeah, but the biggest mistake that I saw, that I noticed, were both IS-3s of either team. Both teams were going through the middle. I have no idea why. It was so open. One got taken down quickly after he got past the middle, but still staying in the middle and getting hit from every single side. And then Bororo also went through the middle right after that, and I was like, you just saw someone die from that. What are you thinking right now? He turned around a building, was in cover, and then went straight into the open again and got killed. So weird to watch right there, but it paid off in the end. luckily.
It did. It was, I don't know, it seems like a lot of mistakes from both sides. Both teams played reasonably sloppy, and therefore it was so close, because I think Mousesports made the first mistake. Losing Alienex that early was the biggest mistake they could have made. And they made it so early that it looked like they were just going to die. But then their mistakes happened, and as you said, people were dying for Rox.KIS. And then on the corner, Snip lost a complete and utter one-on-one duel with Digital Rush. So actually, I'm going to check Digital Rush's damage absorption. So potential damage received 990. He didn't lose that much health, not at all. So it was actually getting bounced or absorption. He wasn't missing. He only missed 2 shots, for example, and died. He had 800 HP. Snip did in the duel. They both had around 1,000. So Snip just totally failed there. Yeah.
Yeah, against the enemy IMX 5100. There should be no room for error whatsoever, because there's no armor. So you just have to aim right and then fire.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's so close. I think Mousesports is a team that needs to warm up. So I don't expect their best match to be the first one. But the next battle will be on Insk. So Mouse, pretty good on Insk. I expect a strong performance from them. An IS-3 heavy lineup for the new patch, 8.6. Maybe not an 8.5, but definitely 8.6. We're going to see double IS-3s, probably.
Yes. And yes, we are. You're right. The standard lineup with 2 MX5100s, IS-3s, and a T69, and then the pair of T1s. So it's an identical lineup here from Mousesports and Rox.KIS. Who are
Snip, Butcher, Carmen, Puzzling, Alienex, Christopher, and XPeter. The reason I wanted to read them is because you are better reading the other team.
Yes. And then we have Rox.KIS with Digital Russ, FNB, Borora, Nuclear, Norigri, Roxas, and Ich tue die weh.
Ich tue die weh.
Ich tue die weh.
Every time. I want to get the audience singing it too.
Yep. But yeah.
Right, now the standard tactic I normally see here from Mousesports is the T69 and an IS-3 into the middle. But wait a minute. Alienex is moving far to the east.
Yes, that's not what you're going to see, if that's what you want to see, because the MX5100s and Postling are just, they're not stopping, they're just rolling past the middle. Nope, okay, stopping by the ammo crate, which has been destroyed a little bit, which might have been a mistake. If you're going to use the ammo crates, then I don't see why XPeter would go through them. The Postling, not the Postling, but Postling. Okay,
he's the Puzzling. He is the Puzzling.
Yeah, okay, he's Postling right now because he just destroyed his own cover, and he can't side scrape at all now, and his front is very exposed, and that is not really the position you want to be in. Totally in the open.
Well, Carmen's also in that position as well, just totally in the open. Maybe they are going for the, okay, we know when we're spotted, so let's go into the open. And in this situation, we get the shots off first, and we're in unknown. There you go, side scraped. Carmen did side scrape, but then was he shot by Puzzling? I think Puzzling just tracked Carmen.
No, he got tracked on the right side. I don't know who was that. Yeah, Norigri. He side scraped Norigri's first shot, then got tracked, and then lost 2 shells worth of HP to Norigri. So luckily he didn't get tracked by Puzzling.
But he did lose his driver, and that's pretty big. Although, look at this again, Mousesports have split up. Alienex is down the far side, and there's no surprise if he's going to be spotted before doing anything. But there we go, they now know where he is. And now this is Alienex totally split off from his teammates. The only one close to him is Butcher. But if they're engaged in numbers, they're not going to do much damage before they're dead. And then their teammates will not be able to do the damage without them. So this is really dangerous from them. But Alienex is moving back now.
Yeah. And that's a pretty good idea, because being alone up there with only T1 support, 2 T1s I must add, but 2 T1s, just no support whatsoever. They're keeping them up there as eyes so they can keep. Oh, and he stops. Okay, in the new patch we are going to see the train tracks being fixed, so there's no loss in speed when you roll over them. But
no loss, or just little loss?
Very little loss. I tried it with a scout, and it just flew over the tracks. And we just saw Alienex just stopping there. I don't know if it was...
He destroyed some cover over on the far side, and he's waiting for something. With a 20-second reload, the T69 can just sit here, no problems. And he's angled well enough that any snapshots will probably bounce.
Yeah, and he can pretty quickly get behind some cover on the right side trains.
Who spotted nuclear?
I have no idea. I think that's X-Peter. Yep, must be. No one else is close enough. It's definitely not Carmen, Posling, or Snip. Christopher is too far back, so it is X-Peter. Let's just clear that up. And Urigri is spotted.
Well, Urigri will not take any damage, I doubt, here from Carmen and Puzzling now. The HP exchange between Carmen and Urigri did slightly go in the favour of Urigri, but not by much.
Shots being fired into the ground.
Random blind shot from Carmen. I don't know if it's connected to anybody. Probably not. But I didn't see an explosion on the ground, so you never know.
Yeah, and this map is pretty small, so if you fire and don't see an explosion in the distance, then it's pretty sure that you hit something, because the shot has to fly really far if the shot is to disappear and make no explosion.
Yes, it's about double your normal rendering range, or at least like an extra 50%, like 150% rendering.
Yes, we are seeing Urigri still firing here, destroying cover, so Carmen has no cover whatsoever to peek with. So he's a lot bigger and a much juicier target when he's fighting.
Oh, Elinex shooting does reveal himself, and he gets a shot to the... looking for the shot hold. I think it was Chin. I think it was Sweet Chin Music, but I cannot see the shots. Weird. I think it went straight between the turret and the body, but didn't actually damage the turret ring, so he was very lucky.
Sweet. Nope, can't find it. Can't find it. Looked all over the place, and he's not sitting still. Sit still, man.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I just can't find it anywhere. I do not know where he was hit, so I think it went straight underneath the turret ring.
Yeah, no sense in looking any further, but
no, indeed not. So what can you do in this position? If you're a Mousesports, again retreating to like 6 squares on the map, what's their job? What's their position right now?
Well, they do have a lot of force in Puzzling, Butcher, and Snip, so they could decide to go a little bit more west behind the buildings, because right now they've only spotted an IS-3 and an AMX 5100 down in the enemy base, so they know that someone is up north, and if they move with 3 of their biggest tanks, then they should be able to, well, at least not taken by surprise by any attacks and get killed off fast. So I would say moving west right now, but instead they're taking some blind shots, and Digital Rush is spotted going into the usual camp spot.
Oh, wait a minute. Rox.KIS FNB is on the other side as well. Elinex has nowhere to go. He will go down. Great maneuver there from Rox.KIS to take him down. Elinex seems to be out of position every game so far, or in a position where he cannot be supported. And Butcher goes across the line of fire. He knows FNB is. Receives 2 more shots. FNB's fired at least 4. Could have been 5. And Snip now moving into position, trying to help his teammate, but they're all taking huge amounts of damage. Mousesports do not look like they're in a good position at all. In fact, I would ignore FNB altogether if I was them and make a move, because right now they've lost far too much HP to let these AMXs reload. But Carmen has taken Amarek damage. Butcher's down to 128 damage. He goes down, so does Carmen. Mousesports have done almost nothing this battle, and they are getting ripped apart. What are happening to Mousesports today?
Yes, what happened right there? They just all of a sudden decided to go straight into the open and take shots from the enemy from the west, and then they, well, Elinex just got pinchered by from the west and Digital Rush from the north, and he had nowhere to go. He tried to go back, but got clipped in the end, and then just finished off in the end. They do have a cap going, but no, not gonna happen. Urigri is back, and T1s versus T69. Not even a chance. Not even a chance.
Puzzling there, fighting with nuclear, but it's no chance that he's going to be able to kill him. He would have to bounce like 4 shots. Didn't work, and he did go down. Snip's the last guy standing. Before I can switch to him, he goes down though. GG. Mousesports 0, Rox.KIS 2. But, you know, this isn't the end of the day, because we have seen many times, not many times, once, right?
But yes, you are correct. People coming back.
People coming back from the blanket defeat. Yeah, that was Virtus Pro yesterday, though.
Yes, it was.
Who are they against?
Yesterday they were up against A Gaming. No, Rox. Wait. Rox.KIS.
Was it Rox.KIS?
Yeah, Virtus Pro versus
Let's
Rox.KIS.
check the scores from yesterday. Schedule.
Oh.
Mousesports. So not Mousesports. Virtus Pro versus. Yes, it was Rox.KIS. You are totally right. No, you're not right.
Yes, I am. Virtus Pro versus Rox.KIS.
It was Dignitas against A Gaming then. That was the went 2-0. Yeah. It went 2-0. Dignitas versus A Gaming, and then Dignitas came back to win it 3-2. So it was Dignitas that did it. So Dignitas did it. So can Mousesports. You know, and that was, although that was against A Gaming, and this is Rox.KIS. A Gaming and Rox.KIS are very similar in skill levels, so there's no reason why Mousesports can't do this and come back to get 3-2. Because, well, if EU go down 6 points today, the next two battles, which will be with Dignitas and Dragonbonds, looks like EU will finish up below RU in points today because, well, you can't rely on the Dragonbonds at the moment, I'm afraid.
No, with the performance we've seen and the problems we've been hearing about with lag, package loss, and the internet connection not being up to par for these kind of events where you really have to fight for the pride, yeah, putting your money on Dragonborns at this point in time, it's not a safe bet.
It certainly isn't. I mean, I hope them all the best. I really do hope that they can do that and help EU win, but at the moment they've not put a single point even into the prize pool for EU, so that is just a bit disappointing. At the moment they have been a drain of resources and just feed for RU teams, but that's really unfortunate, and I'm hoping it's just a fluke or bad environmental reasons, and they're going to show us at the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, that they are going to bring home 6 points for EU. So that's what we really hope. Now we've got Prokolovka. Now Prokolovka has some unique ways of playing it now. Artillery is less favourable. We are seeing people play with TDs on Prokolovka because of how the map works. But more likely we will see more was it 5 AMX 1390 layouts that we've seen over the last few days?
Yes. We saw that well, the day before yesterday. We saw one of those games being played out. Lots of action going on, and then people splitting off in the end, and then just losing to the Wolfpack of the MX 1390.
Yeah. but
yeah,
on this time, we are seeing almost pure T69s for Mousesports, which are Carmen, Puzzling, Snip, Alien X, Butcher, Christopher, 2012, and XPeter, who need your support now, guys, because if they don't get your support, this could be all over right now. I'm really worried for EU. Come on, Mousesports, you can do it.
Yes, you can do it, even though you're up against Rox.KIS, which contains Digital Rush, Nuclear, Boroda, FBN, Nurigri, Roxas, and Ishturdive.
Digital Rush. Beatbox High Flyer. Right, anyway, into the game as we see the forces of Mousesports move over to the west. And they're moving together in a clump, which is really good. This is what I wanted to see. The AMX 1390 has less accuracy on the move, but and a longer reload time, so it's really cool that he's sitting back trying to snipe with the scouting of Carmen, Puzzling and Eon X to support. So that's really good. But Butcher takes the snipe shot and does get him. The 20-second reload time, though, will allow these T69s to take these blind shots or kill off the T1 and not really worry about it. But Puzzling actually took a shot to the face. I'm assuming it's face.
Yeah, it was insanely low. I have no idea.
Yeah, on his cheek.
That. Yeah, but he must be ashamed for hitting that shot because that's the lowest shot I've ever seen. It was below 200. Yeah,
it must have been around a... Whoa! XPeter goes down. Was that a blind shot or was he actually spotted?
He was on the road outside of the bushes, so I'm pretty sure that maybe he got spotted by an AMX 51 or 1390 sitting somewhere.
Now
in
they're
bush.
being surrounded because they've all been spotted. Rox.KIS knows exactly what they need to do and where to go, and here we are seeing them trying to surround. But Christopher, 2012, is able to spot them for Mousesports.
Yeah, Nuclear takes a buttload of damage straight to the face from 3 T69s and is backing off as fast as possible. It's pretty lucky that Artie isn't here right now because he would have been dead meat.
I heard you say buttload.
Yeah, buttload of damage. Yeah.
I thought it's a boatload, sir.
Nope, buttload of damage.
Okay. Anyway, Christopher is taken down, so Elianex is responding, moving over on his own, but I'm not sure I agree with this decision to move him on his own. They should be staying as groups. He's going to engage an AMX 1390, which is dangerous because I don't think his damage is enough with 4 shells to actually kill an AMX 1390, unless he sets him on fire or Amarax him, let alone with a T1 there as well. So this is a bad choice, I think, from Elianex again. Elianex being the actual team commander for, I believe Carmen's the actual captain, but the commander is Elianex. So regarding their status of play, he's, I think, moving with his thoughts, and that's why he's out of position so much. We've all often debated these strengths and weaknesses, but Nuclear, one shot! Elianex should really aim for him instead of Digital Rush. Try and finish off that AMX, the T69 before they lose sight of him. Because if he gets away, he can be unsighted and use that powerful cannon. But Carmen goes for the protection shot. But Rox.KIS's Nurigri takes him out almost. The driver is dead. His track was done. His repair kit is used and he's moved off. But in the rear is FNB, who is being fought by Butcher. But we can't watch that battle too much. Yes, we can. Let's go over to Butcher. Fighting for the rear here. But the AMX 1390 versus AMX 1390 is not going in the favor of the EU team. I'm not sure who's winning this. But support fire comes in. And Butcher dodges his teammates' shots to survive. That was clutch. I thought he was going to die when he wiggles between 2 shots from his teammates. I would have been nervous firing into that fight.
Yes, I would have been too. But Nurigri takes out Carmen while we have a sigh of relief from that fight down there. We're now down to 3 T69s and an AMX 1390 versus T69 versus 2 AMX 1390s. And Snip and Puzzling are damaged goods, so they gotta be careful. They've taken a lot of damage without dealing much.
The AMX 1390s are fast enough that they can engage these guys in that 20-second reload time. Not superbly, but with this low HP, probably enough.
Yeah, but luckily we're seeing Elianex. He went down first in the other battles, but now he's still at full HP. Very nice of him to still be this much ready for combat. They really need someone with full HP to do something at one point. So full HP, very good.
Very good, sir. Very good. But Mousesports really need this win. They really desperately need this win. As we said beforehand, coming from behind and keeping that momentum going is much easier than starting off in the lead and keeping the momentum going. Just overconfidence and that back of your head saying, if we lose this, it doesn't matter. We got another 2 games to go, is always there. But once you're behind, or let's say you lose 2 games in a row. Right now, if Mousesports win this and they win the next one, oh, sugar Butcher! No, Butcher! I can hear the screaming over TeamSpeak now as he runs straight into Broda from Rox.KIS. They didn't know he was there.
Nope. Definitely didn't. He had snuck all the way down there through the bushes.
But what's Snip doing? Snip's looking the wrong way, and he's getting absolutely hammered by either direction from Digital Rush and Nurigri. Puzzling's got to go down very quickly behind as well. That was disastrous play by Mousesports. I think a double palm face is the only thing that can really justify what just happened there. They threw in the last 2 tanks. Elianex might be able to do this still. With the low HP there of Digital Rush, and if he can kill Broda before he manages to regroup with his teammates, there is a chance. Mousesports aren't out. But why send your full HP T69 back and your low HP ones forward? But look at that, Nurigri is at max HP. Elianex needs to kill Broda and Digital Rush. He's got to kill Digital Rush and Broda in this next reload, or else he has no chance. And the answer is no chance. They know this, and Nurigri's got a ram and the side doing 110 damage and then going to unload. But there he goes, he does kill him. Broda's next. Elianex has got 1 shell left, I believe. No, he hasn't. He's got 0. He's final 4. Amarax damage. He is dead. Oh.
Yes, he should have focused on getting Broda down first. He let him go and started focusing on the dude in cover. He should have just stayed on the move and tried to. Well, he couldn't have couldn't have caught up to the AMX 1390, but at least taken him out so he couldn't come back after his reload was done.
Mousesports, no.
It was in the cards to win, but
they've failed us. I'm gonna cry. Mousesports, what was that? What was that? Really? Guys. They feel like they're just all over the place. They're constantly making the same mistakes. And the mistakes are splitting up. 2 guys go this way, 2 guys go this way, 1 guy goes here. Ilianek's calling the shot. He's obviously moving with his thoughts, and that's a bad thing if you're not a scout. He's a T69. He was at max HP. He was moving with his thoughts. His teammates moved forward. Puzzling was just looking behind him while he was getting shot at from both directions. Went from 900 to 0 HP without firing a shot. In fact, didn't even react. He must have had a disconnect or something, because I've never seen someone act that badly for a long time. I don't know how else to say it.
Nope, I don't know either, because well, if the T69 has stuck together, if they just stuck together up there in the middle, they could have easily taken on the AMX 1390s coming. But two T69s, not even looking at the AMX 1390s. Nope.
Yuriko is at max HP.
Yeah.
And the other guy was at 600 HP, and the guy who got away with 100 HP, 180 HP, after killing 2 T69s.
Yep. That was bad. It's just a bad engagement. They got confused with the full HP AMX 1390 coming from behind, all of a sudden going boop, boom, killing one of them.
It was an overreaction. If I was in Mousesports' shoes, and this is much easier for us to say because obviously we're in our armchair general situation, we're not in the pressure of the pro players, but I would have at least moved all my forces back, all three back to engage that AMX 1390 who's at max HP, gun him down. All three, daka, just kill him. And then move and engage the other two. In just an open field fight. You've got the faster reload time, and you've got more HP at that point. That's how I would have done it.
Yep, I would have gone for the other AMX 1390s. First, sending in Ilianeks. Of course, all of them being full HP, or fully loaded, I would say, instead.
Yeah.
Sending him in, letting him be the sponge, while the other just deal the damage. And then, if you're lucky, you will end up with 3 half-damaged T69s, but still very fast firing.
One tank left, an AMX 1390, which just couldn't take on that many AMX. Sorry, T69s.
T69s, yep.
Let's go into game. Game number 4, Pride of EU now on the stake. They've lost the points. We're playing here on Lakeville. Double standard lineups here. Puzzling, Snip, Carmen, Butcher, Ilianex, Christopher, and X-Peter trying to defend the honor of EU of not going 5-0 here against Rox.KIS.
Yeah, and Rox.KIS are trying to rip their hearts out by getting this last kill, or last win. And they are Baroda, Nuclear, FNB, Digital Rush, Nurigri, Roxas, and Ichtuadibe.
Wow. I'm disappointed. I really am.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. They're going west. All of them.
This is a hashtag YOLO situation.
It definitely is. They're all on Twitter right now.
Yep. They've all gone. They've all picked out their phones and gone hashtag YOLO and tweet. In fact, I'm going to check Twitter right now just to make sure.
Yeah, we're seeing. Well, Snip just went wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So staying back is why? Why would? Okay, if we're looking at the situation and this is what you want to do. You have an MX 1390, okay.
Oh, double shot! Ilianex, great job. I never got this with the T1s. Most teams do this, and if anyone who's a pro player in the audience can explain to me, why send both your T1s to the West? Why do it? I just don't get it. One dying using the tripwire situation is surely enough.
But no. But yeah, what are you going to do now? The T1 is... by X-Peter is just sitting there.
I would send him a T1
I would send him forward, yeah. You have 2. Send him forward. And if he dies, then you still have... Okay, they're pushing him up. They're pushing him up on the hill. Stuck. Can't really do anything there. Oh, yep, okay, he can. He's up there, and he's going to sit in the bush and take a gander over the west there. But will they see anything? Well, Ilianex is doing the exact same thing. Spotting. So there's no point in X-Peter being up there if you're gonna use your AMX 1390 for that anyways. But still just sitting still. AMX 5100s still sitting as backup. They won't be able to hit anything if something comes to take out the AMX 1390. So,
yeah, I know this. This is really how to put it.
I don't know.
Again, they've done this, right? They've done this a lot. This is actually a really thing from Mousesports, and I want to get an interview with them one day. In fact, you know, I'll try and call one of them after this battle and see if I can, or after the set is concluded, and see if they'll talk to me. because I really want to find out what's going through the head when they do these pushes. They push all down one side, they rah forward, bam, 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 and then stop. And just stop. Oh, wait, they're sending one AMX back. Don't say they're sending one AMX. No, he is coming. He's just really far behind. Look how spread out Mouse are right now, one by one, going forward. I just don't get this. I don't get this as a formation. I don't get this as a tactic, and I really would love to talk to AlienX about this. So I'm actually going to see if we can get him on the show and talk to him afterwards, because this is just confusing for me. I don't get the meta they're using.
We need some clarification on this.
There's obviously some reasoning behind it. These guys are like the number 3rd team in the freaking EU. They are not bad by any means, but I cannot figure out this tactic. I cannot understand why spreading out like this is... Whoa, AlienX! Jeez Louise, man. Going up there, sliding down the hill, spotting FNB and Urigri like a boss and not taking any damage.
No. I was expecting him to take a little bit of damage when he slided down that hill and couldn't control his vehicle whatsoever. We're seeing Puzzling going forward here and into the cap zone, trying to hide in the bush, but nope, you can't just hide 1/10 of your tank and still be hidden there. Nope. AMX 5100 is already hitting Snip, and again T1 coming in from behind and starting to cap behind Puzzling. They are going to make a formation here behind Puzzling, trying to cap with X Peter.
But in the meantime, Snip moves forward, and I don't know why he moved forward, because the enemy team were clearly on his left. He got blood vision against FNB and gets taken out. Carmen tried to save him, but just too little too late. Now Carmen is in the open. There's nothing he can do either. He just has to wait for Digital Rush to come around him. Always put on fire by Nuclear, who can still hit him, and then he moves out into the further into the open and just gets taken out. They are playing like a bunch of puppies right now in this battle, as they are waiting for this cheap tactic of letting XP to get the win here. I don't think they've got enough HP left, enough guns to keep it up for another more than 25 seconds. There's no way Butcher can survive as well. He's too big. He's going to be trying to hide behind the hull here of Puzzling. But Nurigri is well closer than 17 seconds. He's going to come round. Oh, great tracker by Butcher, but it's not enough. Is it enough? The answer is yes, he kills Butcher. And now, sorry, not Butcher, X-Peter. Now Butcher has to run away. But that was just not going to happen. What? Why Carmen and Snip went forward?
If they'd gone with, going forward, that was the silliest thing here. Sacrifice your AMX 5100, have the other AMX 5100 sitting behind him, having cover and being able to support fire while the T1 caps. That would have been the perfect plan, but instead, sending 2 forward to die.
Look, 0 damage. 1 shot fired. I don't get what Snip did. Did he really go, fuck you guys, we've lost this, I'm driving forward and dying? Or was there some other strategic thought involved? Because it really felt like it was, oh, my R button's stuck, I'm just going to drive forward.
I have no idea. I have no idea, and we will never know.
I don't know.
Nope.
This is really... I mean, I'm not going to talk to them yet, but I'll try and talk to them after the game, because I don't want to distract them with thoughts of what to say. But Mousesports play a lot better than this. Is it just purely because the pressure was on? I don't know. The pressure's cleared right now because they've lost the points. So it must be frustration now between the teammates. I know there's a lot of passion in Mousesports. There's a lot of passion. They're quite young. For a World of Tanks team, these guys are quite young. There's a few guys who are in their 30s, I believe, but the rest are early 20s. This is quite young for a World of Tanks team. So there's probably a lot of passion involved, a lot of shouting, and they're all native Polish speakers. So there's no language barriers, because with other teams where they've got one guy from here, one guy from there, they all speak English to make sure that they can communicate on an even playing field. But these guys speak in Polish, obviously. They can be free with their speech. They can give their frustrations. I remember watching Dragonborns back when they were owning Mortis at Earl Steel. The way they talked to each other during the battles was hilarious. In a good way. They were winning. They were beating the best of the best there. But they were like calling the captain, abuse me. They were calling him names during the fight. One time, Fabs Fabs was saying that he wanted to just drive forward and kill himself if they wouldn't give him an order in the next 20 seconds because he was getting frustrated with being ignored. He was like, guys, I'm stuck on this flank. I feel like I'm being useless. Give me orders or I'm going to press W and not let go. And the way they were talking to, I was like, really? And these guys ended 4th in the world behind 3 Russian teams, I believe. Yeah. It was Virtus Pro in 3rd and 2 Rush teams 1st and 2nd. Red teams 1st and 2nd. But yeah, the way they talked to each other was just crazy. And that was the EU cast and laughter. He was actually playing as a player then, I believe. Yes, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, that's the sordid history there. But wow. I don't know. It just...
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't give him any orders, and he just went, "I'll make my own orders."
That's what I'm thinking of. That's what that situation reminded me of. It was Fab saying, "I'm gonna go forward and kill myself if you don't give me an order," and it just felt like that's what he did. It was just like, "I'm gonna go around this corner and just die because the enemy are clearly on our left and they're clearly on our right, and I'm just gonna go try and shoot." But he didn't shoot anybody because he was just ripped apart. He's a big target. An MX 5100, although amazing tank, easy to hit. So, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
next map.
Yep, they have one map left, so we can't even see they can redeem themselves. Of course, if they play this perfectly and don't lose any tanks and show that they can play at this level of well, against RU teams, I really want to see them do good. Come on, guys. This plan was decent, but then they started just throwing their tanks away.
Yeah, I think this is a common thing we've seen with Mousesports. They either fall behind early, gain the advantage, and then throw it away, or they gain the advantage early and throw it away later. It just feels like they either get lazy or bored. And I think it's probably the wrong word to use, because they're not getting bored, but it's like they're getting frustrated and they give up and they just go, okay, then let's just go right now. And it's what? And it's not like the other team is over camping. It's just the way they approach the attack is just really weird. So I really hope that Alien X will come talk to us after this. I really do.
Yes, let's hope for that. But yeah, last map we have a brassers going out here.
What does that mean?
It's porn site.
How did you know? I mean, Carmen, Puzzling, Snip, Butcher, Alien X, Christopher, and XPeter for Mousesports in this final battle, trying to prevent it becoming a 5-1 loss for them, which would be the first 5-0 loss. No, they lost against Rush 5-0, so they really need to prevent this from happening.
Yeah, they're going up against Rox.KIS, which is Boroda, Digital Rush, FNB, Nuclear, Norigri, Roxas, and Ich tue die weh.
Okay.
Yeah. Against a full team of MX 1390s, we saw Navi do a crazy tactic of just going through the middle. We're seeing Alien X do this exact thing.
Without support. Alien X is doing it on his own, where it was the entire of Navi, but the entire of Navi failed, so I wouldn't say it was a tactic to necessarily copy. However, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think they just messed up. They didn't target prioritize very well. They didn't move out together. I believe some of them didn't fire off their whole clips at the start. They just fired 1 or 2 shots and then hid behind their heels. Lots of things went wrong for them then. So yeah.
Yep. But yeah, we're seeing forward scouts and a dead XPeter.
Which means that the West is taken now by Rox.KIS.
Yep. And on that, they have 2 MX 1390s being the forward scouts, and then a tripwire in Christopher 2012 on the east. But they already know that there are enemies over there, so well, Christopher has done his job. But I think Alien X spotted that dude before Christopher anyway, so having him that far back, I don't know if that's a good idea. But well, tripwire is a tripwire, so you can't get flanked all of a sudden, which is good. So Puzzling and Snip and Carmen will be able to turn around quickly before they get around that hillside over there and get too far into their own territory. We're seeing them look down south and keeping their eyes there. Nope, just changed course because the Nuclear spotted over on the east by Christopher.
Doing a great job. I don't believe he was spotted, so this is going to be a free spot for them. I'm going to quickly try and actually load up my TeamSpeak client and get over to Mousesports as we go. So I apologize if I miss any action while I'm doing this.
Well,
I don't want to miss them.
No. Ich just got spotted in the middle there by Butcher, and now once again, oh my god, Alienx just took a buttload of damage once again to the face, and he's trying to get away, which is a mistake. He should have stayed by the rocks, but no, he gets taken out by Boroda.
He panics and rushes away, which does not work for them, and that's really unfortunate. Alienx going down yet again. Not sure how this is working out for them, really.
No, we're seeing Snip and Carmen moving west. They did lose their T1 and XP over there, but that was a long time ago, so I don't know if this move is too slow. I think it is, because they would have just moved. It is fast tanks, MX-1390s, they're very fast, so they would have just moved up north again. So we're seeing here MX-1390s moving inside the base of Rox.KIS, and they are definitely moving east. As we can see Nuclear, I'm pretty sure that Nuclear, oh, and Rox has snuck into the base and is now spotting people. But he is spotted, and he will hopefully get taken care of by Puzzling, so Snip and Carmen doesn't have to go all the way back. But he isn't taking the long way. Nope. Okay, he turned around, so Puzzling is taking the short route here. He's definitely going to take out Roxas, and Roxas highly likely won't be able to do anything about that, or any damage whatsoever.
But in the meantime, Christopher's going to go down to the Nuclear and FNB coming in to kill him.
Yeah, so T1 for T1. Still down in AMX-1390, which is bad, while the T69s are still, well, they're heading back now from the west. So going all the way over there to the west was really a waste of time, because they didn't follow through. They didn't follow through with their action, and now they're just giving Rox.KIS just even more advantage by letting them get into positions.
Butcher now surrounded, although Digital Rush isn't looking at him, neither is Nurigri. It's not going to take him long to turn his turret, but Butcher gets behind the cover, might be able to go for Digital Rush very quickly, which will be about equivalent as losing Alienx, and Carmen and his teammates Snip come in for the kill. They'll be able to take out Digital Rush very quickly. Great job by Butcher. Unfortunately, he's taking a little bit of damage now. We're going to have to see Carmen, who takes ammo rack damage from Boroda from the front. That's going to be Chews. He's going to have to use a repair kit in a second for that if he hasn't already for a Trax. Ikturavir is trying to absorb some damage here, or do some damage to Snip. He's being ignored. They need every shell they can get. Are Mousesports back in it?
Well, we just saw Carmen. If they just move in now, if Rox.KIS moves in now, they will have a chance, because, and they do on Carmen, because Carmen missed 2 shells. 1 shell was wasted on the MX-1390, where both T69s fired and wasted a shot, killing that one. I think it was 100 HP left on him. They wasted 2 shots, so that was really a waste.
But Snip, actually, Snip and Karma did great there, taking out Broda, but unfortunately half a second too late to be able to kill him without losing Carmen. Everyone was able to see that, but Butcher's running away from the T1. It looked like it was on fire, but it was the T1 damage coming out, and he's actually giving chase. First Shox connects with FNB as FNB is trying to get away. If they can catch FNB here, that actually could be huge. They could actually turn this around. Second shot connects. Oh wow, Nurigri's at max HP still, but third shot connects. Can he get the fourth? No, he cannot. He needs to move out of here. Turn around. Snip's in trouble. Turn around. You have 4 shots left. If you can save Snip, you might be able to do this. The answer is probably no, though. Can he get in front? The answer is that Nurigri misses. His shot edging down with Butcher, though, could be bad as Rox.KIS FNB turns around to do some damage. He's not going to be able to defend himself from that, and it's a surround. Snip isn't able to do it, but that was so close. If Alienx did not die again at the start, it would have been a win from Mousesports. That seems to be a repeating thing that's happening for them, a repeat story. So I'm going to quickly see if I can contact Alienx and get him talking right now.
Yeah, it would be lovely to hear him, his side of the story here. Of course, sitting at the rock. Good thing in the beginning, but then he panicked and ran away and was shot from every single direction. Sadly, there in the end, there the MX-1390 hitting on the move was insane. If he had just kept on following him, just ignored Nurigri, just